Hello and welcome back to An Old Man Tries, where I'm trying a randomly selected game from my backlog of unplayed games. This is Breathedge, some kind of humorous space survival game where you can die in lots of graphic ways by the sounds of it. And the game begins with a warning, so I figured it was worth sharing. So the game is of a humorous nature and does not seek to offend anyone, which is always a worrying disclaimer because it suggests it's going to be offensive. All the characters and events in the game are fictitious, even if they're not. There may be strong language, which I generally try to avoid in these videos, and scenes of violence, at least we hope so. So you have to acknowledge that to continue. So I have started the game just to kind of make sure it fires up. I have turned off the music, as I always do. Yeah, I'm going to start a new game, see what there is to see. So the best game mode is a moderate one. Emphasis on storyline, infinite parameters of death is still possible. Achievements are disabled. Impossible, permanent death, no hints. There is no point in wasting your time with this one. Free, no restrictions to death, everything is available. Storyline and achievements are disabled. Okay, so I mean, I'll start it on standard, given that that's the default experience. It may be that I quickly decide that story is actually more my speed, because generally speaking, I'm a narrative guy. I'm interested in the story. Therefore that might be the way we play the game. But we'll start with standard, which is the default expectation. Name of the game. Apparently you can change that. Breathedge will do. That was a very quick loading screen. Red Ruin Softworks presents. Fancy opening credits at the beginning of the game. Okay. The red ruin suffix is categorized as smoking, which causes loud headlines in newspapers and other diseases. Therefore, we suggest you replace this dangerous and global call for something more useful. Yay, censorship, or no, let him smoke. Yay, censorship. He's got a carrot.
Here you are again. Did you have time to think of how to behave during the interrogation? Remind him, R2D3. You tell us all you know from the beginning. No lie. Confirm?
Put on a defiant expression and spit in the face of this piece of iron.
You tell us all from the beginning or violence. You tell us that you fly to the funeral, but the liner explode radicals of green universe. Confirm?
Spitting was a lousy idea. We agree. You better tell your story. You can still have your defiant expression. 2073, somewhere in the outskirts of the universe. I'm going to go out on a limb and say in the year 2073, we are not going to be on the outskirts of the universe. Reminded of Red Dwarf a bit, though it looks cooler than Red Dwarf, obviously. Green Universe Broccoli attack. Go on a limb and say that's probably bad news. And there goes Dad, I guess. Oh, it's a neat little opening. Breathedge, Chapter 1, Lost in Space. I've seen that show. Turn the music off. That is clearly
Logo
music.
was impossible. Could not see the shuttle from space. Tell truth, no lie. Confirm?
Continue your definitely unembellished story.
Greetings. I'm your funerary spacesuit's built-in guide to the world of space funerals. Before we start communicating further, confirm that you are still able to read after the impact. Splendid. You've gotten into a non-standard situation. The Breathedge Global Funeral Agency is proud of its impeccable history. However, your death may cause the loss of its reputation. Therefore, we suggest that you stop the gas leak and survive.
Okay. How do we...
When picking up any useful items, you can stuff them in your pockets, calling it an inventory, if you will. Take out the chewing gum from your pocket. Try not to stick it somewhere except for your face. You deserve some words of encouragement. That's impressive. You've almost won. Remember that the funerary spacesuit isn't designed for long-term use of persons or animals in outer space. It is recommended to immediately call for help on the interphone, improve the spacesuit, or become depressed.
Whoa, that... Okay, so we're in 0G and movement is a lot... Whoa. More vigorous than I was... Okay, so out here it's a bit less vigorous. Cool. Alright, so we've got a calendar, we've got a...
When you discover a new blueprint of an item, it is automatically added to the memory reprocessor in the kitchen, where you can create this item using the necessary resources. Probably.
Got a videotape recorder. Some alcohol. Piece of carrot. I guess we'll take it. Who knows what will turn out to be useful. Cheap swill. We will take. So it's standard WASD. We've got a video that we can now actually play, I guess. Ooh. Going to see. I mean, presumably at some point there will be a...
Just the antenna, you'll have to go into outer space.
Okay, we'll leave that one. Home phone number. We will leave that one. Presumably we can now actually... Okay, so you don't have to pick the videotape before you start. That's quite handy. Okay. Apparently there's no sound. This is teaching you how to pee. Right, well, we don't need to know about that probably. It's grandpa, not dad. Okay, fair enough. Probably don't need a book. We will examine a carrot. These all look like things that might be useful at some point. Take a back scratcher. We can open a container. So some things actually... so you can put things away. So some things actually take time. You have to hold down the button to make them work. Electrical tape. That's rubber. Rest. Scan. Need a scanner for that. Okay. We can use a processor apparently. Which will presumably allow us to make new things. Still need a scanner to do that. Good point. It's the onboard radio. So this will allow us presumably to make things. Yeah, we can make stuff. with stuff. Okay, well we'll get there in a bit. It doesn't look to me like that's somewhere we really want to go. Whoa! I don't like how we kind of get sucked out there. Examine the card. Happy birthday, Grandpa. We will leave that. I love you, the chicken, little man, kitten. Okay. So I'm assuming we have to go outside. At this point, there doesn't seem to be much else we can do. Watch me immediately die out here, for the record.
A source of increased radiation is detected. Probably this is the central core of the liner. Be careful, the radiation will kill you instantly in such a suit.
So you can fly around.
Judging by the primary analysis of the destruction, most of the passengers of the liner died. This might be the biggest catastrophe in the history of astronautics, the reasons for which are yet to be clarified.
Okay, so you can grab corpses. Oop. Another carrot top, doesn't seem like it's that useful. Okay, you need a handy scrapper so you can break things up. We've got some metal. Whoa, yeah, okay, so it's very easy to lose control here. I think we need to get back to where we want to be. Okay, that's a problem. How do I get in? Okay, I mean, and okay, yeah, oxygen comes back slowly. Alright. Well, we have a. So we got collections, markers. Okay, so we need to repair the antenna somehow, and we have a marker for it. That's the thing I kind of hadn't tweaked to before. Where is it? Over this way.
That was a close call. Try to adjust the antenna very carefully. You've got great engineering skills. You have broken the antenna completely. Now you will need some special equipment and interphone activation codes, which are encrypted in the memory of the steering wheel if it's still intact.
Okay. So presumably the first thing I want to do is go back in here and get my air back. Okay, so I've got to establish communication. So I've got to get to the steering wheel, which means going out. Does it actually show up where it is from in here? Nope. It would appear not. Okay.
It looked great news. Using my ingenious two-digit password matching algorithm, I managed to hack the interphone activation codes. Now all that's left is to build a cryptographic debugging station and reconfigure the interphone using these codes, which will take about 5 years with your current skills. The sensors report the presence of some nearby cooling gel. Its microscopic particles can settle on the glass of the spacesuit, forming some beautiful frostwork, which can lead to visibility deterioration.
Where'd that go? Lost it. Okay, can't break it yet. Let's go back inside.
Remember that you are still able to become depressed.
So we need to create a debugging station. I assume that is not a thing that I yet know how to do. I can make water at this point. I've got a piece of metal, some fabric, a carrot, a bit of a carrot. some other bits and pieces. I've got alcohol and a bottle of water and that, whatever that is. It's a drink of some kind. Okay, so got a new imprint for the drill. What do I need for a drill? Oh, equipment, tools, grabber. Okay, so I need to build these things. Items, alcohol, tools. So a drill will require refined metal, battery, and thick electrical tape. I think I've got rubber, a drill blueprint, which is there. Physics, grandpa's picture. Okay. So I need refined metal, battery, wire, aluminium to get a grabber. I need 2 metal and a wire. I've got 1 metal. So thick electrical tape takes 2 rubber, so I need an extra rubber. I need lots of fabric, and I need lots of metal to get refined metal. But my my cryptographic debugging station, which I think is what I actually need, is just 2 metal and a wire. Mind you, I don't know how to make wire yet. That's exciting. Just having a look around to see if there's anything else. That's the interphone. Is there nothing else in here that we could... So I guess we go outside for more metal. We can only do little things right now. Nutrition pancake. I mean, it seems like getting some of this stuff is... Clearing out what's near me is a useful thing to do. I think they're a lot bigger than they look from a distance, actually. That's a tape recorder. Just going in and out thing could get tiresome, particularly for you. Watching the game. Alright, well, let's wander over here and see if we can yoink some more resources. Some of these bigger things may eventually come in handy for us. Some of these things can only be broken. Yeah. Is that a bit of metal? That is a bit of metal. Okay. Oh. I do like that it gives you a warning when your oxygen is getting reasonably low. So I can make nutrition packages, which seem like they would probably be a good thing to have. Got plenty of water too. Right, so I can now make you. I'm not sure where I got the wire from. Maybe metal makes wire, who knows. I have a debugging station, which I'll bind to slot 1. Right, pick up the debugging station. Okay. Is it not in here? I have the debugging station.
If you're sure that this is exactly what was on the blueprint, then try to reconfigure the receiver. If you have any doubts concerning it, then you will eventually suffer an electric shock, and then your spacesuit will automatically take your body measurements to order a coffin from our company. Thank you for choosing the Global Funeral Agency.
Alright, so it's it's a big lump to smack something with, of course it is. Right, so debug the receiver, which I'm guessing means going back outside again. Still can't break things.
It's surprising that the shuttle is still functioning with such damage.
Getting close enough to debug is proving an issue. How do I get in close enough? Oh, okay, so it was inside and then I well, okay. That was a bit of a weird little bug. I was able to get it, accidentally go outside and then, yeah, teleport myself inwards. Attention all survivors, the rescue shuttle Hope has been sent for you from the nearest evacuation point. Due to a slight malfunction of the engines, the estimated arrival time of the rescue team is 4,000 life plus years.
You need to get to the extraction point yourself, getting past the radiation. However, it's impossible to do this with your current skills. To increase your level, you need to create some crap imposed by the developers.
Okay, that's very generic in terms of what you're telling me I need to do. Thanks for that. Right. Yeah. Well, it seems to me like I probably want to make some of this other... I mean, an enhanced spacesuit eventually would be nice. A scrapper needs 3 metal. So I think that's... Ah, and you've got to make that too. So I think the first thing we need to do is get that scrapper, which just needs... where did I find it? Items? No, tools. Handy scrapper needs 3 metal. I have 1 metal. I should probably... I don't think I'm going to need...
It wasn't possible to determine the coordinates of the survivor. Communication only works on reception, which gives a good reason not to respond and not to be distracted, despite the objections of the hormonal system.
Well, I think I've used that, so I don't think I need the survival guide. Or that. Or that. We'll keep that and that. I don't think we need that just yet. I'm not sure what a... I mean, that seems like it is edible. So we'll keep it. And I don't think we'll bother about that either. I like it that it auto-sorts that stuff. That's quite handy. Okay, well, let's go and see if we can find some more metal. And build a thingy. So what we've got to look for is small lumps of metal, because we cannot deal with big lumps. That looks like a small lump of metal. And we just need 1 more small lump of metal. May as well grab some food while we're at it. There. Here's a lump of metal. So I think that's everything we needed. My name is Babe. I'm very going to save me. I beg. I'm going to take out my cry. Hurry. All right. Oh, I think we might be losing it a bit. All this spam in the future, which is
Your
also
interlocutor
quite
has a
possible.
very sweet accent, causing fatal errors in micromedical functions.
So we now have a scrapper. I think we can actually use this to scrap things of a larger size. So if we go over here, for instance... Don't have a scanner yet, so probably should grab one of those if we can. Okay, got a battery out of it. What's my air is low, so let's get back in here. Yeah. Can I get in? Thanks. Right, so what did I get out of my inventory there? I got a battery, nice. I mean, I thought we broke the big metal. Did that not actually pick anything up? It would appear not. Maybe it just creates... So we got a battery, which is nice. What do we actually need to make? We need refined metal, wire, and thick electrical tape, which we can make from stuff. But we need now to go and... Durability 32. So yeah, so I think I smashed up the... so smashing up the metal things allowed us to get little bits of metal, which we then have to actually connect. It would appear. I can make refined metal, that's nice. Where's the thing I actually need? So I need 2 refined metal, some wire, and some thick electrical tape. Okay. What do I need for these things? Thick electrical tape is 2 rubber. Fabric is 4. I don't know what wire costs. Refined metal takes 4. I've got lots of ice as well, which is handy, I guess. So we need more metal, obviously, and we probably need more regular metal because we're probably going to need another scratcher. Well, that'll get us our second refined metal. But in the meantime, let's wander over here. Take some stuff, smash some stuff. That was quite handy. And once more, we need to get back, because oxygen is not unlimited. So we can build the second one of those, and then we can go and see objects, stations. So we need wire. I don't know how you make wire. It's not. So we just have to find it, maybe. I think electrical tape means we need to find more rubber. Okay. We got batteries, fabric. Fair enough. Gonna get rid of a bunch of water. We got 4 bottles of water and 3 food. We probably need to actually right. Get the feeling I'm going to need another one of those. In the not too distant future, because this thing is starting to wear out. Right, a wire. Whoops. I don't have a scanner. I mean, we'll take another alcohol just in case, I guess. some plastic, got some rubber. You do actually have to keep you actually have to keep hitting the button to break the thing. You can't just hold down the button, which is a shame. Might try and get that shortly. Not sure what it is. I'm hoping. Okay, we need thick electrical tape, which I think we can make at least one of by going into resources. Got plastic. How do we get wire together? Because wire does not seem to be a thing that I can create. I guess I just need to find some. Wire. Found in debris, electrical appliances, found with your hands or your handy scrapper. So you just got to find some. Okay. And my durability on this is, yeah, almost expired. Whoopsie. Made a bit of a mess there. Okay, I can't actually... That's frustrating. You can't actually change items while you're in... Or maybe you can and I just hit the wrong key, actually. Handy scrapper. I think maybe that's what happened. I just hit the wrong key. Right, well I got some stuff from that. I still need wire. Wire is proving challenging to find. Well, it broke. It didn't tell me much.
A standard coffin at the Global Funeral Agency. The opening of the coffin will be considered an offense and an act of vandalism, but no one will judge you if you die.
Okay. Yep. It's not. Oxygen is not unlimited. Do I have any wire? I got lots of batteries. It would seem. I don't have any other storage than here. Don't feel like I need all these batteries or all this plastic. Or even that much of the metal. Oh no, I've got a wire. Okay. So I can now... Okay, put it in slot 2.
The electrical stimulation is complete. Having traced your brain's activity while you were working, your brain was stimulated with small electrical charges to improve your engineering skills. Judging by the result, it didn't work and caused a number of hallucinations. However, it was entertaining. You still can't get past the radiation, but I will mark the coordinates of the rescuers for useless motivation.
So I need to get to the evacuation pod, which is a long way away. So get to the evacuation point. Right. That's seemingly not that useful. Because I'm not going to make... I still need a scanner. What do I need for a scanner? Is a scanner even something I can make? I can do an enhance that and an helmet at some point. Do a drill and a grabber. Refined metal and thick electrical tape will get me a drill. I'm going to make holes in things that shouldn't have holes. Okay, so in that case we would want to get thick electrical tape and refined metal. Well, refined metal's easy. I've nearly got the resources for that. And thick electrical tape is just 2 rubber. Okay. So what we need is some rubber. Because I don't have any right now. If I can make that. Which means I have refined metal and a battery. I just need thick electrical tape, which will come from getting rubber. How do we get rubber? We go break things, I guess. So I think you can see the pattern of the game at this point. It's wander around grabbing stuff. I mean, maybe we could get there, but I mean, we wouldn't get back is the issue if we were wrong. And that seems like a bad plan. But it is certainly the nature of the game that each time we go out, we're going to need to go further. Well, that's going to take a lot to break, but it could have something interesting in it. Okay, we got aluminium. Ah, yes. Aluminium is a resource we will want, but not right now. Right now the resource that I want is rubber. Now, actually, resources, rubber will be found. You can do it with the handy scrapper, debris with sparking wires and cargo containers. So I need more cargo containers is what I need to find. I think I pretty... Oh, there's that. Here's a piece of fabric. Is that a thing? Oh, I can get some fabric out of it. That looks like sparking wires. Don't like the fact that sometimes you extract with right button and sometimes you extract with left button. Just because, you know, I have to actually stop and look each time, which is a bit annoying. I feel like I've started to pick this bit pretty clear of actual gatherable resources. Keep seeing that, it's not very useful. Okay, we'll go back. Because we need air. Lots of metal. I think actually we've got the ability to make a roll of fabric. I don't need it right now, so I'm going to put it away. But it's a useful thing to know about. Might need a second one of these. I don't know what that... Right, let's go and have a look. See what we can see. there's stuff down there, there's stuff down there. This stuff is way further away. Way further away. Don't like how far away that stuff is. Maybe that one over there. Just go restore my... I do actually need to drink as well, come to think of it. Need a grabber for that, okay. That was the steering wheel. Doesn't help me much.
I understand that such an image can horrify you, but put your mind at ease. You need to pay only half the cost of a damaged spacesuit in such a situation. The Breathedge agency is proud of its loyal attitude towards clients.
I think I just got the resources I need. So I'm going to head back inside and check. Ah. Got 3 rubber. What do I want to try and make? Thick electrical tape for a drill. I could do a grabber too, actually, now that I think about it. I've got aluminium. So now I have my 3 basic items, it would appear. I can leave my handy scrapper in 1. I can add my drill into 2. Didn't I build a grabber? I thought I built a grabber. Did it not build it? What do I need? Refined metal and battery. Well, I can do that. Battery. 1, 2 metal. Not sure what happened there. I thought I had... done that. Okay. So I now have a grabber. The grabber lets me grab things, which is handy. Handy scrapper, grabber. Grabber goes on 3. So now we have the handy scrapper, somewhat used up, the drill, which we'll also use up, and the grabber, which will let me pull things out of narrow holes. Because I think when I went around here, we found some stuff that... Okay, that's a grabber. Well, I've got a grabber. All exhausted the supply of that stuff, fair enough. Handy scrapper. Okay, so I can now get a much better selection of resources, of course. Each time I come out, I'm now using up my resources more quickly because I've got more types of tools, but I need to use them to get things that I couldn't otherwise get, and so on and so forth. So obviously, I think iteratively this is going to be the way the game works. I think I've seen enough to know that it's probably something I would play in intermittent bursts. If it looks like your sort of thing, I mean, it's kind of like a survival Minecraft, but with better graphics and a space setting, and fairly uneven attempts at humour. But if it's your sort of thing, probably worth checking out. I don't remember how or when I actually picked this up, but yeah, as I said, I'll probably come back and play with this from time to time. It seems, sort of reasonable overall. Obviously, at some point, we're going to get far enough in that we get captured by robots, I guess. But I won't be continuing to stream the game. So if you want to see that and how that actually happens within the game, you will need to get a copy yourself and play it to find out. Hopefully that was a useful look at the game for you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you in the next one.